تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Allah starts off Surah Mulk with an ayat full of power, heavily loaded in meaning. Tabarak allazi biyadihil mulku wa huwa ala kulli shayin qadeer. The word Tabarak is the more empowered version of Barakah. Tabarak is a station exclusively for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as only He is empowered to give immeasurably to whom He wants and when He wants. Tabarak is excessive goodness. This is something Allah may choose to express in the form of giving or withholding, either of which may be a blessing. Tabarak is a gift that applies to people at a personal or a communal level. Allah may choose to give abundantly to a certain individual or a community, or save that entire community from a natural disaster that could have destroyed everyone, or do both at the same time. It is also important to understand that Allah may put barakah in everything He may choose to give us, in the form of a blessing or a trial. We may not know, for example, which morsel of food that is on our plate contains the barakah that Allah has ordained for us. This is why Muslims believe it best never to waste food and to be mindful of putting only small portions on our plates so that we can finish our meals. Allah beautifully connects the word Tabarak to Mulk. Only a being who has complete control of all dominion over all things can apportion out as much as He wills. Only our Master, our Mawla, our true and only King, and through His kingdom over entire creation, He may choose to give dominion to whomsoever He wants, appointing delegates, khalifas. Herein lies the difference between Allah's dominion and man's dominion. Allah has control over all things at all times, not only through His delegates like the angels who report to Him, but He also has direct control over all of us, even down to our innermost secrets that we keep hidden from everyone. As Allah mentions in the Quran, in Surah Qaf, we are nearer to Him than His jugular vein. Allah is never exhausted and capable of running His dominion all by Himself. As Allah mentions in Surah Baqarah's verse of the throne, also known as the Ayat al-Kursi, His seat encompasses the heavens and the earth, and the preservation of both does not tire Him. Man, in contrast, is limited in everything. Our limited resources and intelligence necessitate the delegation of many responsibilities and tasks to those we trust to perform them. But our faculties and powers of discernment are limited. The greatest empires have crumbled because they were not run properly. But because Allah has control over everything, He also has the ability to put limits to that control when He delegates it to creation. This is the meaning of the word Qadeer, which is also connected to Tabarak and Mulk. In the very first ayah of Surah Mulk, Allah ends the surah in a dramatic yet in a very profound way, in ayat number 30, by asking us what would happen if He took away from us our prime source of survival, water. This is something to think about. Allah's arsh, rests on top of the water that He created for us. In this deep understanding, taking away water from mankind means that He may not give us anything from His kingdom, Barakah, which is the truest form of sustenance in our lives, encompassing also what we know as physical water. Let us begin this Ramzan by appreciating everything given to us or being withheld from us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the hope that He puts barakah in all our affairs. Barakah that only grows beyond measure and remains stable within us and around our loved ones. Aameen. If you have liked my video, please share it with your loved ones. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in the feed below. Wishing you all a very blessed Ramzan, and may the barakah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep growing within us and around us. Aameen.